Hi, greetings, fellow sleuths. Arya here, and our look at Veronica Mars Season 1 continues on with Kanes and Abels. So, let's take a look at it. After the revelation in the previous episode, Veronica researches Amelia DeLongpre and finds out that she lives in LA and that all the payout money is coming to her. Meanwhile, Claire Sweetman visits Amelia's roommate, who says that she disappeared with Veronica. Veronica takes Amelia to a secluded hotel where she will not be found. Veronica asks Amelia to fix the situation by telling people that he was paid off to cover up the murder of Lily Kane, although Amelia doesn't know that Abel is dying. Later, Veronica is dealing with midterm exams. Veronica meets another student, Sabrina, who is dealing with harassment, supposedly from ex-boyfriend, Kaz Truman. Veronica agrees to help for the money. Veronica talks to Kaz, but he denies it vehemently. At Mars Investigations, Logan gives Veronica a check for looking for his mother, but she rips the check apart. Veronica goes back to Amelia's hotel room, and Amelia tells the story of her parents' divorce. Veronica visits Sabrina and reports that she's found nothing. Later, Veronica notices a yellow truck lurking around her house, and Kaz is in it. However, he still denies the harassment, claiming that he's just looking out for her the same as Veronica is. Amelia asks Veronica to arrange a visitation with her father, despite the fact that she doesn't know about her father's illness. Ugh. A rival detective, Vinnie Van Lowe, offers to give Veronica and Keith some of his cases. Veronica goes to a ceremony for a scholarship dedicated to Lily. Knowing what she knows now, Veronica imagines potential situations for Lily's murder. Veronica goes to the same spot where Lily was murdered. Veronica points out Hamilton's show, who was recently beat out Sabrina for valedictorian, and Veronica investigates him. Veronica puts a tracker in Hamilton's car. Claire Sweetman visits Keith, asking if he knows where Amelia DeLongpre is, but he denies it. That night, Veronica talks to Keith and reveals that she's still on the case, although Keith is as far along on the case as she is. Keith says he believes that Jake Kane called Claire Sweetman after he discovered Lily's body. Sabrina calls Veronica, reporting a car alarm that won't stop. Veronica talks to Logan and reveals Duncan's epilepsy. Logan tells her that one time, Duncan, in an epileptic fit, he almost killed Jake. Veronica begins to suspect that Vinnie Van Lowe is behind the Sabrina case, as she has tracked the car alarm to his ex-wife. Veronica plants a video tracker in his office, but Veronica suddenly figures out that Hamilton Joe's father hired Vinny to harass Sabrina without his son's knowledge. In the end, Hamilton gives up the valedictorian race, but he is okay with it. Amelia has the settlement papers at her hotel before she's interrupted by Clarence Weedman, who says that Veronica is a fraud. When Keith and Veronica go to the hotel room, they find Clarence, who says that Amelia has finalized the settlement and left. To cheer her up, Keith shows Veronica his evidence for the Lily Kane case. Keith flashes back. Wait a minute. To the Lily Kane murder case. For the Lily Kane case. Keith flashes back to his first interview with Jake and Celeste, where he finds out that they were going through a load of laundry, despite the fact that the pair have 2 full-time housekeepers. Keith found a soccer uniform in the dryer, suggesting that Duncan, a soccer player, had killed Lily and they were washing Duncan's uniform to remove the blood. Bum bum bum. So let's take a look at a bit of arc significance in this episode. Amelia DeLongpre has money, thinking that's from a stock owned by Abel Koontz, when it's actually money Jake Kane paid him to confess. Claire Sweetman tracks Amelia down before she can give Veronica the paper showing Jake Kane paid Abel off, and tells Amelia that her father is dying, something which Veronica did not tell her. Amelia leaves with the money that Clarence gives her. Keith tells Veronica that Jake Kane called Claire Sweetman before he reported the murder, and that, as he was talking to Jake and Celeste right after the body was found, the dryer buzzed. Inside the dryer was a soccer uniform, presumably Duncan's, implicating him as Lily's murderer. Now let's take a look at the music in this episode. Several songs can be heard in the episode. Breakin' by The Music, Dangle by the Daylight Titans, Dragonfly by M. Craft, Ain't That a Kick in the Head by Dean Martin, and Privatized by Hall & Oates, sung by Ken Marino as Vinnie Van Lowe. And now finally, let's look at the production of this episode. The episode was written by Carolyn Murray and directed by Nick Mark. Kanes and Abel's marks third directing credit after The Girl Next Door and An Eccles Family Christmas. The episode features the first appearance by recurring character Vinnie Van Lowe, who later starred in The State and Party Down, the latter of which series creator Rob Thomas co-created. In the episode, character Amelia DeLongpre is seen watching the 1981 fantasy film Clash of the Titans, which features recurring guest star Harry Hamlin, who portrays Aaron Eccles on the show in one of his first starring and best-known roles. The episode's title, a play on the biblical figures Cain and Abel, refers to several characters in the show, the Cain family and Abel Kuntz. Around the airing of this episode, Veronica Mars was renewed for a second season. So overall, this is a pretty interesting episode, and yeah, there's definitely a lot of revelations that will, of course, will have implications in future episodes. So overall, I give Kanes and Abel's 4 marshmallows out of 5. Well, tune in a bit as we take a look at Weapons of Class Destruction. So, until then, remember everyone, the game's afoot.